everybody, and welcome. Today we're going to look at Atlantisite, and this is Atlantisite. Isn't that gorgeous? Really, really beautiful. See the colours in there. So Atlantisite is composed of both serpentine and stitchite, and serpentine is the green, you can see the green, and stitchite is like the purple, and that's chromium carbonate. It's sometimes called Tasmanite as well, as some of the earliest known samples of this originated in Tasmania. So a similar stone to Atlantisite comes from South Africa, and they call it stick-tight serpentine, but it shares almost the same composition as Atlantisite. So the only known location really for Atlantisite is found on Stitchtite Hill in Zeehan, which is on the western coast of Tasmania. Zeehan is also known as a silver town, and I've been there before. It's very beautiful, very pretty. So there's a lot of silver mining. So that is off the south coast. Tasmania is off the south east coast of Australia. Atlantisite is the trade name that was registered, and it's actually owned by the Crystal University Proprietary in Melbourne in Australia. And they had a guy working for them, Gerald Pawley, his name was, and the name Atlantisite was coined by him, really. And he found that it reminded him of the mythical lost civilization of Atlantis. He said that's what came to him when he held this crystal in his hand. So the mineral typically displays colours ranging from pale green to a dark ivy green, and with spots of the stitchite, the spots of the purple stitchite. And Atlantisite is actually considered rare. It is a very notable variety of serpentine, alongside another crystal called Infinite, and Infinite is also serpentine. So the zodiac sign for Atlantisite is Virgo and Libra. The planet for Atlantisite is Saturn, and the element for Atlantisite is Earth. Now, this is a full house. This crystal covers the full house for your chakras: the crown, the third eye, throat, the heart, the solar plexus, sacral, and the root. A full house. So for charging and cleansing, you'd use the sun, the moon, smudging, charging stones. And like I say, the country of origin of this, it's a very narrow band. It's Tasmania. And the world locations for this is really Tasmania. Like I say, there's something similar in South Africa, but if you want Atlantisite, it is Tasmania. It comes from the Dundas region, like I say, the west coast of Tasmania, near Zeehan. Now, on the Mohs scale, it's quite surprising, it's quite soft, between 2 and 5. So if you were tumbling it, you'd probably want to match it with like lepidolite, something that was equally soft. So for your health benefits, it helps women with postpartum. It's really good for your skin. You think the skin is your biggest organ you have. So if you've been on a diet and you have stretch marks, it helps with trying to get the skin back to where it was. For wrinkles, for liver spots, and also for those who might comfort eat, overeating. Now, the emotional benefits: for true love, for relationships, for self-healing, inner peace, self-discovery, for compassion, for your fears, for nurture, for acceptance, for forgiveness and tolerance, Aren't those two massive things? Acceptance, forgiveness. The metaphysical benefits are for higher vibrations above the crown, staying above the crown. For Kundalini activation, expanded awareness, spiritual awareness, your inner vision, channeling, if you are channeling spirit, grounding, for expansion, for protection, for calming, and for meditation. Now I'm going to try and connect with the energy of this crystal of Atlantisite. So are you male or are you female energy? Saying predominantly female. Talk about going to the higher self. So if you imagine your crown chakra above your head, this is the one that controls. You have lots of chakras all around the body. And this is the one which draws all of the energies from all of your chakras and helps to compound them, revitalizing you. Expansion, it's expanding the mind into areas that you don't often travel because you consider them to be bizarre, unproven, or totally unrelated. But these avenues of thought can really help you. Showing like technology and things like that. And people who are interested in technology completely discounting off-planet energies as being non-existent. And it's saying that that could be the key to many things, the answers to many things. Finding our space in the universe, finding our space within our own environment, finding our space within our own spiritual world. Particularly for younger elements. When you're a teenager, when you're up to the age of 20, you don't really know who you are and how you fit in. You don't really find out who you are for another 20 years. But trying to be you, trying to carve out your own space and be individual without having to follow the herd, sheeples. This is the crystal that can help you define yourself, define your role, and allow yourself to be who you are. Now she is saying that she wants to move on to forgiveness. Forgiveness and acceptance. These two are one. You can't really do one without the other. And it's the key to how we can all become cohesive. The blame game doesn't work. Have to remove the blame game. Something has occurred, something has happened, we have to accept it. Okay, we dropped the hammer on our toe. That doesn't mean that we then have to take the hammer down to the smelter works and pulverize it. You have to accept these things have happened and accept that there's forgiveness, allowing it's an equal exchange. Acceptance and forgiveness is an equal exchange. And we must do that within the heart space. And this is a crystal that enables us, using the whole of our emotional body, the whole of our spiritual body, to come together with these things. This is what it means by the self-discovery. When you've learned acceptance and forgiveness, and I believe that we probably don't learn that till we're quite old. When we accept that, learn that, appreciate that, allow it to be primary within our lives, then nothing else really matters. Everything else falls into place. It allows us to feel the pain. It allows us to feel others' pain, empathetic, and to have the love and spirituality and the compassion for other people's needs. There are reasons why people do things to one another that we consider unforgivable. But once you accept that, and you have that acceptance, forgiveness can follow if you allow it. It's an uphill climb, but it's the key. Opening the heart, it's the key. For those of you who speak with spirit, it's a gateway. It's a good crystal to have as a gateway for communication, for grounding. If you wanted to communicate, you have the photograph, say, of your loved one that has passed, particularly showing me a child here, or a partner. Something that's almost impossible to comprehend, but you have to deal with it. It's showing me an older person with a child, so you might have lost a son or a daughter many years ago, and feel why. And this just helps open that communication level and give you peace of mind and ability to understand. It's an understanding, calm understanding. Great crystal to meditate with. Great around water. Great around fish. River fish. If you were a fisherman, you might like to put some in your pocket. It's allowing us to be who we are, but without constraining ourselves. Because the world says this is bad and that is bad, there are reasons why things happen. The people at the top of the tree, those who are the rulers, some of them are merely stepping stones. They have to be here. They have to do this to clear out the mess for everybody else in future. They have to be here. They're a necessary stepping stone. This is part of their life's path. And it's not necessary for your life path to follow, but that's the understanding where there is a very big divide between love and hate. Some people hate this political party or that political party, or hate that particular weather or this particular weather, or very black and white about what we will tolerate. And this is to break down, to change the black and white, make them more grey, and just give us an understanding. It's compassionate, giving us an understanding. Resolving our fears, helping us with our acceptance and forgiveness. What a powerful, powerful crystal that is. When we have acceptance and forgiveness, we have the key. key to our hearts and the key to understanding where we are, our place in this world, in this life. Thank you. Wow. Well, thank you for that. What did you think of that? Does that help anybody? I hope it does. It's funny, when I started to think about the emotional benefits and I was saying acceptance and forgiveness, immediately I'd got this crystal in my hand, immediately it was saying, whoa, this is the key, these are the two words. And I was given to say that acceptance and forgiveness are really powerful words, big words. And that's what this crystal is all about. We learn that, we've learned a great deal. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you've learned a little bit about Atlantisite. And if you see it, it's a very attractive crystal. You might like to add it to your collection. So thank you. Thank you for watching. And if you give me a like, share, and please subscribe, and put any comments you have in the comment box below. I'd be very grateful. And thank you for that. See you next time. Bye for now.